things are going to slow down just a bit. Quarters time, so one-on-one heats from here on out. Gilmore taking on Caroline Marks. What a great story this is. Generation now, Gilmore, the greatest of all time, coming into this event #1, wearing the Jeep Leaders jersey, and Caroline Marks, the youngest on tour, who is supposed to win a lot of world titles in her career. We'll see how she goes against Gilmore in this matchup. As we look at the view of Duremba and our opening ride for the quarterfinals, Steph Gilmore, down carve, sets up the whitewater, perfect vertical off the top, jams it off the lip again. Wide open face, she'll just snap to slide and throws one more hack on the finish.
Young lady is not scared of a battle, and Steph Gilmore came out the blocks firing. The first wave up, right up next to the wall there, and Steph knows this place as good as any. Look at the wave she's picked. It just kept giving, and she just kept operating at a high level. A little bit more energy involved here. Steph hasn't really fired in my eyes, Joe, and this is the heat. You've got to do it. She can't afford to rest on her laurels. She knows Caroline is going to come at her. So Steph cranking it up on wave #1. A series of beautiful maneuvers. A little bit more energy in those turns there from Stephanie Gilmore. And again, just carving her way through that beautiful style that we just love. You can watch it forever, and finishing strong there, Steph Gilmore.
Starting off with intent as Caroline Marks throws a hammer of a backhand turn right behind her. It is on.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we're looking at the stats there before. You know, the numbers don't lie, and Steph Gilmore just a little bit ahead as far as average heat score, because this young lady is dynamic. And look at this last turn now. I mean, that single maneuver was probably better than any maneuver Steph did on her wave, but it's how Steph linked her maneuvers together is where she's going to get that little bit of an edge over Caroline.
Pulling in now, Gilmore in her second wave of the quarterfinals. Just a quick carve. That'll be her second scoring ride for the time being. Always keeping your top 2 waves as keepers to try to get a spot in the semifinals. Well, one man improved on his result from last season here on the Gold Coast. His name is Wade Carmichael. We'll get to him in a moment because we got some ripping out front. The goofy foot snapped the slide off the lip. Clean re-entry off the top. Here comes the end section and slams it shut. Just needed a 2.95. She felt it. She knows she's getting a lead change.
A little bit different this year. She looks a little bit more fired up, a little bit more conviction involved, and you could see her there with that fist pump after that wave. She knows what she's got to do.
First turn.
Beautiful. Second turn, just as good with a bit of a fin drift there, showing some variety on that backhand, Joe, which is difficult to do. And then finished with a bit of pizzazz, nice and strong there from young Caroline Marks. I love the bottom turn. Look how she opens those shoulders and then jams that board into the face of the wave, throwing a lot of spray out the back, which equals power. The judges are going to love that as well. And again, just a bit of a different turn, sliding the fin, showing some variety. Very Maddie Wilco-like as she comes off the bottom again. So rapid fire from Caroline Marks.
More, the queen of snapper, but the greatest of all time on the women's side, has that type of energy, and Caroline's trying to steal it now. Here's a jam off the lip for the rookie of the year last year. Belting it off the top again. Small inside corner. But surfers from Florida can find speed on anything. She finishes another fun wave, and she'll hear the sound of an 8.33 on her wave previous. Pressuring the 7-time world champ with 19 minutes to go.
More conviction, a little bit more power involved in Caroline's turns. And that's why it went up into the excellent range. And now she's going to back it up again with another good, solid wave here. Just rapid fire from the young lady. Not missing a beat as she moves down through the inside and finishes with a beautiful vertical snap. She is fired up here this morning. Make them have to come back at you with something radical.
Steph up and out. Ooh. Loses priority, just getting out of that wave.
Damaged his favorite board. Let's see how that works out for him.
Rolling in is Caroline Marks. First turn. Knifes it right off the lip. Already into her 4th maneuver down the line, moving quickly. Is the goofy foot from Florida. Into her 2nd season on tour and applying the pressure on Stephanie Gilmore. Looking to better a 6.67 on that wave.
Yeah, that's what you do. She's a different competitor this year, Joe. Seeing a little bit more fire and seeing a little bit more attitude, and I love that. putting more power into her maneuvers, and that's the point of difference right now. That backhand attack is just on song. Let's have a look at this wave right here. Straight off the bat into one big turn, and again, look at the rhythm she's got going. Bottom turn, top turn combo all the way through. Did not miss a beat on that occasion. 6.67, I think, is long gone, and another good score about to get locked in. Cracks it off the top. Look at the spray flying through the air. And that's a point of difference when you look at the women surfing on tour right now. We don't see a lot of that. We see beautiful, smooth, clean surfing, but not a lot of that power. Carissa Moore, Tyler Wright, you know, surfers like that, Courtney Conlogue. Now you can throw Caroline Marks in the mix.
Potts says Caroline Marks have the best backhand on tour.
Without a doubt.
Final number one here at the Boost Mobile Pro. Caroline Marks applying pressure to the 7-time world champ. Caroline swinging again. Off the bottom, belts it vertically. Again, a beautiful two-turn combination. 8.33 and an 8.0 for her previous wave before we went to break. We're going to add those couple of turns to the mix as well. See what happened on this last wave.
Well, this was a little bit further down the beach. Caroline Marks just in form right now. Beautiful snapping maneuvers. And, well, that one felt good from Caroline. And I was saying before, Joe, her mission right now is just to better her situation every time she stands up.
Steph doesn't want this wave, so the grommet on tour makes a move. First turn vertical, even just kicking out of that wave. She's got so much confidence. Steph Gilmore was really devastated. She didn't get a taste of Kira last year on finals day. Here comes Gilmore now. Carve gets hung up and goes down. So Caroline Marks with priority ends up taking this wave. Gilmore looked like she was very interested. It'll be a two-turn combination.
Wow.
Still putting together a couple of big hooks. That's not going to help Caroline's lead. So a smart move for Gilmore, kind of selling that wave to Caroline. We saw some mistakes like this one from Gilmore.
Yeah, you know, you can see Steph not in the game right now.
Youngest surfer on tour just took out the 7-time world champ and the local here at Duranbon Snapper Rock. Steph Gilmore out of the contest in this first quarterfinal of the Boost Mobile Pro, and Caroline Marks moves on to the semifinals.